Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
I would like to start this session, this webinar, by invocation song. Kumari Kavesi Sobrat, she has to sing a song. Kavesi Sobrat, please.
Yes. ಹಾಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಹಾಡುವೆ, ಬೇಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಹಾಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಹಾಡುವೆ, ಬೇಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಎದೆಯಂಗೊಡಲ ತೋರಿ ಎನ್ನ ಬಡತನವ ಭಿನ್ನೈಸುವೆ, ಒಡೆಯಂಗಡಲ ತೋರಿ ಎನ್ನ ಬಡತನವ ಭಿನ್ನೈಸುವೆ. ಒಡೆಯ ಮಹಾದಾನಿ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ, ಒಡೆಯ ಮಹಾದಾನಿ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ, ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಶರಗೊಡ್ಡಿ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ದೇವನಿಗೆ ಶರಗೊಡ್ಡಿ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಹಾಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಹಾಡುವೆ, ಬೇಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಸರಿ ಐತಲ್ರಿ ಕಾವೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ?
ಸರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐತ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
ಈಗ
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಹಾಡಿದ್ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ.
ಓಕೆ. ಹಾಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಹಾಡುವೆ, ಬೇಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಹಾಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಹಾಡುವೆ, ಬೇಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಒಡೆಯಂಗೊಡಲ ತೋರಿ ಎನ್ನ ಬಡತನವ ಭಿನ್ನೈಸುವೆ, ಒಡೆಯಂಗೊಡಲ ತೋರಿ ಎನ್ನ ಬಡತನವ ಭಿನ್ನೈಸುವೆ. ಒಡೆಯ ಮಹಾದಾನಿ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ, ಒಡೆಯ ಮಹಾದಾನಿ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ, ದೇವನಿಗೆ ಶರಗೊಡ್ಡಿ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ದೇವನಿಗೆ ಶರಗೊಡ್ಡಿ ಬೇಡುವೆ. ಹಾಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಹಾಡುವೆ, ಬೇಡಿದೊಡೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಬೇಡುವೆ, ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯನ ಬೇಡುವೆ.
Thank you, Kavesi Sobrat, for presenting a popular world famous that Basavana's Vachanas, and which describes about how that we can able to do the good things and in order to make that human beings as mankind. Thank you, and thank you for your kind.
Thank you, sir.
Next, I would like to call upon Dr. S.B. Kabade, Assistant Professor of Commerce, PG Department of Studies in Commerce of Government First Degree College Vijayapur, to provide welcome speech, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome resource person of first session of today's national webinar, Dr. Sri Suryakant Sharma, Senior Consultant AMFI and former DGM SEBI, on behalf of organizing committee of webinar, who will deliver lecture on financial empowerment through the wealth creation. Welcome, sir. I extend a warm welcome to
thank you very much.
Today's webinar, Professor S.S. Rajamanya, Principal of our college, who always inspire us to conduct such webinar. Welcome, sir. I would welcome Professor M.S. Kwatnapu, Chief Guest of this webinar and HOD of Department of Commerce. Personally and on behalf of organizing committee, I welcome sir. I would like welcome Dr. I.S. Shivsharna sir. Personally and on behalf of organizing committee, I welcome sir. I would like welcome Dr. Vivekananda Ogade. Personally and on behalf of organizing committee, welcome sir. I would like welcome Dr. A.B. Mirji, convener and assistant professor of management. Personally and on behalf of organizing committee, I welcome sir. Next one, I would like Professor B.N. Shardali, assistant professor, Department of English. Personally and on behalf of organizing committee, once again heartfully I welcome sir. And also Kavesri Sabrat, she is a student of PG Department of Studies in Commerce. Also I welcome Kavesri, and also I welcome all participants of this webinar who are participated in this webinar. I would like to welcome all participants. Heartily welcome. Thank you and honor. Sir. Sir.
Sir, please unmute your audio option, sir. Please, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So thank you, Kabade sir, for presenting the welcome speech very nicely and also welcoming all the dignitaries and the participants for heartily. Thank you, sir. Now it's a time to introduce the keynote speaker and today's resource person, Sri Surikant Sharmaji, Senior Consultant, AMF, Association of Mutual Funds of India, and former Deputy General Manager of Security Exchange Board of India. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce resource person of today's webinar, Sri Surikant Sharma, Senior Consultant, Association of Mutual Funds of India, and former Deputy General Manager of SEBI. He completed Masters in Law with a specialization in corporate laws. He also chartered Association of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, IIBF. So he has over 35 years of experience in banking and finance and securities market. Sir has served in leading financial institutions, thereafter in Department of Finance Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in Securities Exchange Board of India. Sir has joined Securities Exchange Board of India in 2003 and served there for more than 15 years of services in different his capacities at the different levels of departments of the Securities Exchange Board of India. Lastly, he has also worked as a Deputy General Manager of India in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education SEBI's North region for more than 5 years. Sharmaji is also member of working group of NCRT for developing vocational courses on mutual funds for students of 11th and 12th standards of the all over the country. Sir has worked as a mentor of new NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. Many investor awareness programs and webinars were conducted from Sharmaji sir across the India. He himself has addressed as a keynote speaker and delivered lectures in more than 600 webinars all over the country. After 2019, Sir has joined Association of Mutual Funds of India and affects body of mutual funds in India as senior consultant northern part of the India. So it's my very immense pleasure to introduce this respected and honorable the keynote speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Sharmaji. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your.
Thank you very much, sir. Am I audible to all of you?
Now I would like to request respected Shashikant Sharma ji to lecture on financial empowerment and wealth creation. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, respected principal. Thank you, HOD. Thank you, Mr. Santosh Kavade, and other participants and ordering team members. I am thankful to all of you for giving me opportunity to interact with you through this platform only. Because of this pandemic, I have been not able to visit your college physically, but I will be very happy to be with you very soon when this pandemic goes. So I am thankful to all of you for giving me opportunity. The topic you have chosen today is very tough, sir. Honestly, I am a student and you are professors, and but still I will try to justify a little bit what I want to share with all of you. This program, professor, is from Association of Mutual Fund in India, AMF, which is an apex body of mutual funds in India. But sir, it is not a promotional event or a marketing event of mutual fund. I want to make it very clear. This is purely an investor awareness program. And there are two categories of investors, Professor sir, because I couldn't get your name because against your name only Dell is coming.
Sir,
So I'm not
Malappa, sir.
Malappa, okay, sir.
HOD.
Malappa, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Malappa. So there are two categories of investors. One category of investors like you who are already earning. And there are other category of investors also, sir. You are students, you are research scholars who are not today earning, but they are going to earn very soon. Down the line in 1 or 2 years, they will start earning. So I will try to cover concerns and interests of both the categories of investors. And secondly, since this program is for the participants, Professor Santosh Kavade, I would be very grateful if at least 4 or 5 videos are on, so that I can feel that I'm connected to somebody. If all videos are off, sometime a feeling creeps into whom I'm talking to. So kindly keep at least 4 or 5 videos on. I will be very grateful of all of you. Thirdly, sir, as this program is for the participants, I would like to request your students at least, or your young faculty members, kindly have a pen and pencil or a pen and notebook with them, and so that they can note down anything new idea they get in my session or a new information they get in my session. And Malappa sir, you will agree with me that yes, I wouldn't be having time to cover all the topic in detail. I will try to be brief on most of the topics, but the interested participants can go deeper into the subject through Google and websites. Yes. Now every information is available on Google and website. Santosh sir, you will agree with me. Thirdly, I would be very happy, Santosh sir, if more and more questions come from the participants, because that will be a reflection that the participants have taken interest in it. So kindly put your question in the chat box. Professor Santosh Kavade will take care of those questions once my session is over. Or if they want, they can have they can just raise their hand and we will make them unmute. They can directly ask the question once my session is over. Now I start my session, sir, with your permission.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And I will try to make it an interactive session, Santoshji. I will try to make it will not be a one-way traffic. I will try to involve you during my session. I will be taking your name, HOD surname, so that we feel connected. We feel connected. Of course, this platform, we are far away with each other, not physically there, but still we will try to connect ourselves. So, sir, I just want to ask a very simple question to you, HOD sir.
Yes, sir.
What money gives us? Why we are talking about the money too much? Why we are concerned? Why we are interested about the money so much? So kindly, can you just kindly throw some light what money gives us? Because Honorable Principal is also here.
Yes, sir.
I welcome him, sir. Thank you very much. So I will just ask, sir, What money gives us, sir? From your point of view, what money gives us?
Money helps to create wealth creation, sir. We have to invest the money in such a field of area where we can able to get that high rate of return on investment, sir. That's my.
No, that is there, sir. But why we are so mad about the money? Why we are so interested about the money?
Yes,
Because, sir, money gives us two basic things. Santoshji, you might be agree with me. Principal, sir, money gives us two basic things in our life. First, money gives us security. Ramchandran, sir, namaskar. Money gives us security. And second, principal, sir, money also gives us prosperity. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Money gives us security and money gives us prosperity. But honorable principal, sir, you might be agree with me that we all human beings first go for the security. Then we think of prosperity. First, we want to be secure. At least I should be secure. My family should be secure. And after that, I will think about the prosperity, Santosh Kavade, sir. So my first concern as a human being is that I should feel secure. And not only I should feel secure, my family should also feel secure. So when money gives us security, HOD, sir? Only when I have plenty of money.
Yes, sir.
When HOD, sir, will have 100 crore rupees in his bank account, he will feel happy. Now, no problem. I have 100 crore. He is smiling, of course. But we will secure, sir, Santosh Kavade, sir, only when we will have plenty of money. HOD, sir, smiled when I said he will have 100 crore rupees because he knows it very well that we wouldn't be having 100 crore rupees in our account. It is a fact of our life.
Yes.
It is a fact for the middle class, salary class life. So, how we can feel secure, sir? This is a very valid question. And the first question we ask, sir, how should we feel secure? And sir,
money is the base for the life, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Everything is based on money.
Money only. But money also gives us security, sir. But only when we have plenty of money.
Yes, sir.
But unfortunately, we wouldn't be having plenty of money. So how we can then have secure? How then we feel secure? And for that, I will request all the participants through Santosh Kavade, sir, kindly do these three things in your life when you start earning. I'm addressing to the young participants. And even Santosh Kavade, sir, who is already earning, and those other faculty members who is already earning, if they have not done these three things, kindly do these three things as early as possible. And I again repeat, HOD, sir, that these three things will not give you prosperity. Yes. These are not related to prosperity, sir, but they will give you security only. So the first thing about security, I will request all the participants is kindly have adequate life insurance cover, Santosh Kavade, sir. Every earning member must have adequate life insurance cover.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Naturally, Santosh sir asked me why we should take life insurance cover. Sir, we take life insurance cover, principal, sir, because we know it very well that life is pretty uncertain.
Yes, sir.
I am talking to you today. We are today alive, doing everything, enjoying life, but we are not sure what will happen tomorrow. We might live even for 100 years, but even for tomorrow, we are not sure. And this uncertainty is a fear which always in our mind, not only in my mind, sir, but also in the mind of my family members.
Yes, sir.
Because today everything is okay. I am earning, family enjoying, everything going well. But if something happens tomorrow to me, what will happen to my family? And Santosh sir, it is more so when I am the sole earner in the family. I am the only earning member in the family. Because if something grows with me, I am not available to them tomorrow because of death or permanent disability. How my family will survive? How my children will get education? How their monthly expenses will be taken care of? How the other family obligation will be taken care of? This is a fear we all have in our mind, whether we tell it or whether we don't tell it. And to overcome this fear, HOD sir, I request all the young participants, particularly like Santosh Kawade sir, kindly take adequate life insurance cover.
Yes.
And the purpose of life insurance cover is very simple, sir, but very important. That in case I am not available to my family tomorrow, my family should get at least a good amount which they can deposit or invest somewhere, get some regular income on which they can survive, not only survive, but also take care of the education of the children, other family obligation. For that, sir, we should take adequate life insurance cover. And Santosh, sir, in my time, and at least HOD, sir, and principal, sir, we might have taken some life insurance cover, but that was a token only, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, maximum I'm talking about. But that was not adequate, Santosh, sir. Life insurance cover has to be adequate. And perchance and fortunately, Santosh, sir, now a very good insurance product is available, which is a genuine and real insurance product, which is called term insurance, TERM, term insurance. Very good insurance product where we can have adequate life insurance cover by paying a very small amount. If you are of the age of 25 to 30 years, you can take a life insurance cover of 1 crore rupees by paying a monthly premium of hardly 500 rupees or 600 rupees, which anybody can afford, Santosh, sir. But if you go for the money back and endowment, and you take the policy for 1 crore rupees, your premium will go in thousands of rupees, you will not be able to take. That is why I keep requesting in my sessions, kindly take adequate life insurance cover. As early you take, because the life insurance cover, Santosh, premium, life insurance cover premium, Santosh, sir, is directly related to your age. Early you take, lesser will be the premium. And if you keep deferring it, premium will keep increasing. So kindly take adequate life insurance cover. And what is the definition of adequacy, Santosh, sir? As a thumb rule, life insurance cover should be minimum 10 times of your annual income.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It should be minimum 10 times. Suppose, Santosh, sir, your annual income is 20 lakhs. Then ideally you should take life insurance cover of not less than 2 crore rupees.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which you can take through life insurance cover. Of course, income tax deduction is also allowed under section 80C for the premium, but that is not the real benefit. The real benefit of the insurance cover is much greater, because we are assuring our family that in case something happens to me, you will get a reasonable amount on which at least they will survive, and they would have least financial problem at least. Of course, emotional and social problem might be there, but financial problem will be less, Santosh, sir. That is the purpose of taking adequate life insurance cover. So first thing I will request all the participants, those who are young, kindly take adequate life insurance cover. Now the second request I want to take, Santosh, sir, kindly take adequate health insurance cover. Santosh, sir, I don't know what medical facility you are, Honorable Principal is giving to all of you. I am not aware. But in most of the cases, medical facility given by the employer is relatively inadequate. More so in the case when we are required to be hospitalized. And Santosh, sir, you will agree with me that again, medical emergency can happen to me at any time. I am okay today, tomorrow a disease may be discovered in my body, or I might met with an accident. If I met with an accident or some disease discovered, Santosh, sir, where we will like to go? We will like to go to the private hospital only, because government hospital is not up to mark. We will be forced to go to the private hospitals. But there, Santosh, sir, they charge exorbitantly. If you remain there for 10 days, 15 days, they may raise a bill of more than 10 lakhs. From where that money will come? If we don't have health insurance cover, either we will have to take a temporary loan from friends or relations to pay the bill of the hospital, or we will have to withdraw some of our investments wherever we have made. But that both will be painful. So to avoid that, I will request all the participants kindly think of taking adequate health insurance cover. And Santosh, sir, people get confused between health insurance and life insurance. Sometimes people say, no, it is one and same thing. No, sir, both are different. Life insurance covers serves the different purpose, and health insurance serves the different purpose. So kindly take adequate life insurance cover. And nowadays, a very good health insurance policy is available in the market. Santosh sir, you might be aware that health insurance policy is called floater health insurance cover. FLOATER, floater health insurance. Why it is unique and beneficial, sir? Because in one singular health insurance cover policy, I can include not only myself, I can include my spouse, I can include my children, I can include my parents. So in one singular policy, I can include myself and all my dependents. And this policy, why it is called floater? Floater in the sense it will keep floating from one member to other. If any medical emergency arises with any member of the family, they can get benefit of this policy. They can go to the best hospital, get the best treatment in the hospital, Santosh sir. They will not require to pay anything to the hospital. Insurance company will directly pay to the hospital all your medical expenses. You will come home recovered without paying anything. That is the purpose of having health insurance cover. And here again, the premium is related to your age, so kindly take it as early as you can. And Santosh sir, one more thing is there, that in health insurance cover, as I just mentioned, the floater health insurance cover is the best. So kindly take adequate health insurance. And what is the education here, sir? If you are in metros, Bangalore like that city, then your family should have health insurance cover of not less than 25 to 30 lakhs. But if you are in two tier, 3 tier cities, then HOD sir, you should take health insurance cover of around 15 to 20 lakhs. That will suffice. So second thing is, kindly take adequate health insurance cover. And one more request I want, this is the third request I am requesting to all the participants. Santosh sir, you are well aware and you are very lucky that you got your salary continuously from your employer during pandemic. Yes, but at the same time, sir, we are aware that lakhs of people had lost their job. Lakhs of people have got substantial reduction in their income. Lakhs of people have passed through a very tough time during this pandemic. Very tough time. If you ask somebody who has really suffered in this pandemic, at least financially it was a very, very tough time for lakhs of families, sir. And one more thing, sir, HOD sir, you are aware this pandemic has not yet gone. It is still there. Yes, sir. Newer and newer viruses are coming every other day. Or any emergency can happen to our family in future as well. For that, I am requesting all the participants, kindly develop an emergency fund of around 5 to 7 lakhs. HOD sir, definitely you will ask me why we should have it. Because I am requesting this emergency fund, Santosh sir, because in case some emergency happens in my family in future, or I temporarily lose my job, or my salary is reduced, at least I am able to manage my family affairs for minimum 9 months to 1 year. That is the purpose of having and developing a emergency fund of 5 to 7 lakhs. And Santosh sir, you are all aware that 5 to 7 lakh is not a small amount for all of us. It is a reasonable amount. But we can develop it over a period of time, maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years, and maybe 5 years. But once, HOD sir, once we have this corpus, we have to make a promise with ourselves that we will never use this corpus for any other purpose except emergencies in the family. That promise has to be made. Otherwise, temptation will always be there, HOD sir. When you have 5 to 7 lakhs rupees with you, family will tell you go on vacation, some other celebration, lot of obligations might be there, but you have to committed yourself that you will never spend this amount, Santosh sir, for any other purpose except emergencies. And I am not saying that you keep this emergency fund at home in currency form or in your SB account. My request would be kindly keep this emergency fund in some bank FD, develop some bank FD. So at least you get some reasonable return and the money is in your hand. Whenever you want, you can use it. So that is the purpose of developing emergency fund. So Santosh sir, I have requested 3 things to all the participants, particularly young one. Have adequate life insurance cover, have adequate health insurance cover, and have an emergency fund of around 5 to 7 lakhs. These 3 principles, sir, will only give you security. I again repeat it. These are not related to your prosperity. But again, Santosh sir, security is more important than prosperity, or rather security comes first. So we should first think about the security. Now, once security part is over, definitely we will have to think about the prosperity also. Now, for prosperity, Santosh sir, I just ask you one small question. What is the main source of income? What is the main source of money for all of us, those who are salary class, middle class person? What is the main source?
Main source income is somebody, sir.
Yes, sir.
Depending upon salary, sir.
Exactly. So our main source of income, HOD sir, is our salary, which we get from our employer. In your case, from your college or from wherever we are working, we are getting salary. So salary is the main source. What we do with the salary, Santosh sir?
My gross salary now 1,20,000, sir.
No, sir, no. I am not saying what your salary is. I was just asking what generally we do with the salary. A majority of our salary goes into taking care of our monthly expenses.
Monthly
majority.
expenses?
Majority of our salary a good amount of our salary goes into taking care of our monthly expenses.
45,000.
Regular expenses, education of children, lot of other things keep happening in our life. So, but one thing is with all of us Indians, sir, one uniqueness, we have one unique feature with all of us, unique DNA. Principal sir knows it very well. Even HOD sir knows it very well. What is it, Santosh sir? Every Indian try to take away some money out of his income, which he don't spend. Every Indian sincerely try to save some amount. Even a person, Santosh sir, who is earning only 10,000 rupees, will sincerely try to take away 500 rupees or 700 rupees of our income, which he would not like to spend. And the money which we don't spend out of our incomes, HOD sir, what we call it, it is called savings. Bachat. It is called savings. And we all save the amount. Everybody tries. Every person try very sincerely to save as much as they can. So the money which we don't spend, my dear participants, it is called savings, and we are all savers. And HOD sir, you are all aware, Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. It is in our DNA, it is in our blood. We save as much as we can. So we are one of the best savers in the world still, sir, HOD sir. But one thing lacks here. We are very casual about saving, Santosh sir. Casual in the sense that this month Santosh sir is saving 10,000. Next year it might be 12,000. Third year it might be 15,000. Fourth month it might be even 5,000. So we are casual about the saving. So the first request I want to make all the participants, particularly young ones like Santosh sir, kindly identify an amount of saving which you can comfortably save, Santosh sir. And I am not prescribing anything, sir. You save 20%, you save 40%, nothing. What I am saying is, you yourself decide. Suppose you say, sir, that your income is 50,000 and your expenses are 40,000. Then what you are saying, Santosh sir, indirectly is that you can save 10,000 a month. Then my request, HOD sir, is very simple and emphatic. Kindly save this 10,000 upfront. First save this amount, then whatever remains, Santosh sir, you take care of your expenses. Yes. This commitment we have to develop. This discipline we have to develop. Of course, Santosh sir, it is tough, but it is not impossible. It is only a matter of developing habit and committing and promising ourselves that come what may, I will save this amount religiously every month. So the first request I want to make all the participants, kindly identify an amount of saving and then religiously save that amount, come what may. This promise you have to make it. And second request I want to make all the participants is, kindly keep increasing your savings, Santosh sir, minimum by 10% every year. And again, it is possible because, Santosh sir, we get increment, we get DNS allowance increase, we get some new allowances, we get promotion in between. So our income keep increasing, HOD sir, every year. So with the increase in income, we must increase your saving every year. And ideally, it should be 10% every year. Suppose, Santosh sir, you are saving 10,000 a month this year, then second year it should be 11,000 a month. And third year it should be 12,100. Again, sir, it is tough, but I am very clear it is not impossible. And these two things about saving, Santosh sir, might look damn easy. Arey sir, kya baat kar rahe hain aap? These are very simple things. Yes, sir, HOD sir, these are simple things, but these are very, very important things in your life. And I want to assure all the participants, if you practice these two very small things, there will be, Santosh sir, very least financial stress in your life. Over a period of time, there will be very least financial stress in your life. So kindly identify amount of saving and then keep increasing your savings. Now the next question arises, Santosh sir, we are all saving, we will save, of course, no problem. Then what we do with the saving, HOD sir, what we do with the saving? We are saving, but what we do? There are two options available with us. First option is, that is a foolish decision, but option is there. What is that? That I am saying, Santosh sir, I am saving this amount religiously every month. But what I am doing, I am taking out that money and keeping currency at home every month and collecting it.
Yes.
Or I am leaving that amount in my bank account, SB bank account. Never, never, never do this, sir.
Yes.
Because, Santosh sir, you know it very well, it is a gross injustice to ourselves, to our family, and to our country as well. Never do this. Then naturally, what is the other option, HOD sir? The other option is, put your savings into, number one, acquisition of some assets, value of which will increase in future. Put your savings, number one, into acquisition of some assets, value of which will increase in future, and or Santosh sir, put your savings into some financial instrument which will give you regular and periodical return in future. I again repeat, please put your savings into acquisition of some assets, HOD sir, or in some financial instrument. And the process of putting your savings into an asset or in financial instrument, HOD sir, you know it very well. What we call it? We call it investment. We call it investment. So saving is the first step, Santosh sir. Investment is the second step. And both are supplement to each other. They are complement to each other. If you save and don't invest, then we are fools. But if we don't save, where we will invest, what we will invest? So kindly save and invest. Don't stop at saving, because if you save and don't invest, then the purpose of saving itself will be defeated, sir.
Yes, sir.
That we will discuss afterwards. So kindly save and invest. And Santosh sir, we are all aware that those who are earning are naturally investing somewhere. In one or other product, we are all doing it. So we are all investors. Even students should understand that those who are savers are mostly investors as well. We are putting our money in one or other form, sir. So we are all investors. But one pathetic situation is there, Santosh sir. I don't know whether you will agree with me or me. I don't know whether HOD sir will agree with me or me. But it is indeed a very pathetic state of affair with most of the middle class, salary class person. And sir, my focus is on middle class, salary class person only. Because we are all middle class, salary class person. But unfortunately, Santosh sir, we are savers, we are investors. But despite our sincere efforts in saving and investment, HOD sir, most of us just remain money accumulators in our life. We don't become wealth creators.
Yes, sir.
Kindly understand it very carefully, my dear participant. Of course, HOD sir, you know it very well. But for students, I want to make them understand. Most of us just remain money accumulators, Santosh sir. We don't become wealth creators. And there is a basic difference between money accumulation and wealth creation. And Santosh sir, we must be aware that prosperity will come only through wealth creation. It will never come through money accumulation. Kindly mind it. But unfortunately, most of us are money accumulators. And top of it, Santosh sir, we don't accept it. Santosh sir will say, no, sir, I am not money accumulator. My colleague might be. And your colleague will say, at least I am not, other person might be. So we don't accept it even, sir. So first, let us understand the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation. Then we will go ahead. And for that, Santosh sir, if you kindly permit, I will take your name for this example. I want to share one example with the participant.
Yes, sir.
And for that, I will take the name of Santosh sir.
Oh, no problem, sir.
An example is very simple, sir. Example is of bank fixed deposit, bank FD. Why I am taking example, HOD sir? Because even your students are aware about the bank FD. They know about the bank. They might have not done bank FD, but they are aware of bank FD. So Santosh sir has got 1 lakh rupees with him. And he goes for a bank FD for 1 year. And Santosh sir, you are all aware that the present rate of interest is around 6%. Around 6%, 5.5% or 6%. We take it 6%. You go for a bank FD for 1 year with 6% interest. After 1 year, when myself and HOD sir meet you and ask Santosh sir, what happened to your FD? Santosh sir is very happy. He is smiling. HOD sir, his reply will be, I have earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
And he's happy. He's happy that I have earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest and money is given back by the bank. Santosh sir, when I ask you, sir, are you right? Santosh sir might got annoyed. HOD sir, what is wrong with you asking this question, sir? You can see my passbook. I have got a credit of 6,000 rupees as bank interest and my money has been given. Santosh sir, you are right, but you are not right. You are right as you got 6,000 rupees, but you are not right since you ignored two very important factors while analyzing return on your investment. And FD is also an investment, Santosh sir, you will agree with me. So these two factors we normally ignore, Santosh sir, while analyze. And the first factor, Santosh sir, and very important factor, HOD sir, is the inflation. Mehengai.
Yes, sir.
We talk about inflation day in, day out. Even at home, the hot discussion on mehengai only, on inflation only. And even in staff room, the hot topic nowadays is inflation. Prices are increasing, petrol prices have increased, other prices have increased. We discuss too much. But while analyzing return, we simply ignore it. So first we should understand, Santosh sir, what is inflation? Simply speaking, inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of the goods, item or services over a period of time. Am I right, sir? Simply speaking, increase in the prices of item, goods or services over a period of time. So last year, Santosh sir, when you were going for the FD and you had got 1 lakh rupees, instead of going for FD, if you have purchased some items or availed some services of 1 lakh rupees, Santosh sir, would you be able to get same item, same services after 1 year at 1 lakh rupees, sir? Would it be possible? It will not be possible, sir, because the prices have increased. Because of inflation, the prices have increased. Suppose we presume that the inflation rate has been 5%. What does it mean, HOD sir? That Santosh sir could have purchased some item or services last year at 1 lakh rupees, but after 1 year, for the same item, same services, same goods, he will have to pay not 1 lakh rupees, but 1,05,000 rupees. Am I right, sir?
Yes,
sir.
You both have said yes. Now see the proposition, sir. Out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Truly speaking, in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Now still they remain 1,000 and Santosh sir is happy. No problem, sir. I have still 1,000 rupees. But sir, again, other factor is there. HOD sir knows it very well. Most of the income or return, Santosh sir, is taxable under income tax. We are all aware. And as far as FD interest is concerned, Santosh sir, you might not be aware. Whatever you earn, FD interest is taxable as per your slab. Mind it, you might not be aware. Whatever you earn as a bank interest is liable to be taxed as per your slab. Suppose, HOD sir, suppose Santosh sir is in 20% bracket. Then he will need to pay 20% of 6,000 as income tax also. And HOD sir, before 10, 15, 20 years, you and me were not bothered and we would not be paying such tax, very honestly speaking, because we were well aware, Arey Baba, who will come from income tax department to collect such income tax? But sir, nowadays, because of technology, all such information is automatically available with the income tax department. Now you can't hide it. Suppose if you don't include in your income tax return, there is a possibility that you might get a notice from the income tax department that you had got 6,000 as interest income, which were liable to be included in your income tax return, which you didn't. Now pay the income tax plus notice plus penalty also. So, sir, now you see the proposition. Santosh sir is very happy when he earned 6,000. But in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation and 1,200 he paid as income tax. Did he get anything, sir? No. Rather, 200 rupees has gone out of his pocket. So this is a fact of our life. And most of our investment like this only. So in this case, we might have got some notional returns, HOD sir, but there was no real return. I take this example further. Suppose the interest rate we keep at 8%. Suppose. Then Santosh sir will get 8,000 as bank interest income. Again, we keeping inflation at 5%. Out of 8,000, 5,000 will be eaten by the inflation. Again, 20% of 8,000, that is 1,600 he will pay as income tax. But even after that, HOD sir, there remain 1,400. That 1,400 is his real return.
Yes, sir.
And that 1,400 is going to create wealth for him. So my dear participant, understand it very carefully. Unless and until you get real return on your investment, there you will not be creating wealth. And once you will not create the wealth, HOD sir, you will not be prosper. So the formula and picture is very clear, Santosh sir. Unless and until we earn real return on our investment, we will not be prosper. And the formula of real return, HOD sir, is very simple. Real return equal to notional return, that is 6,000 or 8,000, minus inflation, that is 5,000, minus tax liability, that is 1,200, and that is 1,600. My dear participants, you must appreciate and understand that this is very important, that we should earn some real return on our investments. Because HOD sir, only that is going to create wealth for you. Sonuji, namaskar. So, sir, you see the proposition, Santosh sir. Most of us are sheer money accumulators, whether we accept it or not. Why it is so? The question is very valid, HOD sir. Why it is so that most of us are money accumulators only? Why we are not wealth creators? Santosh sir, have you anything answer in your mind? Answer is there, Santosh sir. An answer lies not outside, it lies in your mind, sir. Why? HOD sir knows it very well. The answer is that most of us don't want to take risk in investment. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
We don't want to. Arey Baba, no. Don't talk about the risk. When my session reaches at this stage, HOD sir, there might be 1 or 2 messages in the chat box. Sir, you have talked about this thing, no problem. Now it gives us some idea about the safe investment. But unfortunately, my dear participant, whether you agree with me or not, the safe investment doesn't exist. It is an illusion, because in investment, HOD sir, risk is there. Except some governmental saving scheme, which we will talk afterwards. In most of the investment, HOD sir, risk is there. So my dear participants, kindly first accept that in investment, risk is there. And what is risk, HOD sir? There are 2-3 types of risk. One type of risk is I invested some money and I lost that money. That is the greatest risk, and nobody would like to take that risk. Definitely. Then second risk is I invested some money and I got reduced my money, or my money, what to talk about return. So that is also a risk. And third and important risk is, Santosh sir, not getting real return on investment is also a risk. Because then what for we are saving and investing?
Yes,
If we are not getting real return, then what for we are saving? What for we are sacrificing a lot of things? So kindly understand that risk is there, but still one thing I want to tell all the participants through HOD sir. Risk is there, my dear friends, Baswa Govt sir, but we can manage our risk. We can minimize our risk. Yes, risk is there, Santosh sir, but we can manage our risk. We can minimize our risk. But one thing, sir, risk can be managed, risk can be minimized, but HOD sir, risk can't be zero. Some degree of risk will always be there.
yes, sir.
Except some governmental scheme, some degree of risk will always be there. So how we can minimize our risk or we can manage our risk? Sir, I am sharing a very simple 2-word formula to all the participants. Very simple 2-word formula through which you can manage your risk and you can minimize your. Very simple, sir. You will laugh at me what I am talking. But this is a very important formula, HOD sir. And Santosh sir, just writing on the paper is not going to serve any purpose.
Yes, sir.
It is not going to serve any purpose unless and until we put this formula into practice. This is just writing on paper. It is not going to serve any. And the formula is very simple, 2-word formula. First, I will repeat in Hindi and then I will repeat in English, sir. Soch kar, samajh kar, nivesh kar. Think, understand and invest. HOD sir, I have mentioned 2 words only. So think, understand and invest. The first word, Bhav Gauda sir, is think. What we have to think. हमें क्या सोचना है आप? We have to think 2 things about ourselves, Dr. Uma. We have to think 2 things about ourselves. The first is, what is my risk-taking capacity? Santosh sir, we have to critically examine what is our risk-taking capacity. And HOD sir, you know it very well. Every individual has got different risk appetite.
Yes, sir.
Every individual has got different risk appetite. How, Santosh sir? Because our income is different. Our obligations are different. Our liabilities are different. Our social structure is different. Our born and brought up is different. So everything is different. So every individual, while taking an investment decision, must look at his or her risk-taking capacity. And what's one blunder normally we all do, HOD sir? We follow others while taking investment. Mostly we follow others.
Yes, yes.
When HOD sir is filling a form for a firm investment, and per chance Santosh sir come to his room, he will ask, sir, what you are doing? HOD sir say, I am investing my money. It is a very good investment product. Mr. Santosh knows it very well that HOD sir is very smart in investment. So what he will normally say, sir, I have also some surplus money. Kindly also arrange one application for me as well. I want to invest. It is a blunder, sir. It is a blunder, Santosh sir, because HOD sir risk appetite is different and yours is different. So the product he is investing might be good for him, but it might not be good for you. So kindly never follow others while taking investment decision. Take your decision strictly as per your risk appetite. And to make this understand, Santosh sir, I again take your name. And Santosh sir, there is a phase in our life which is called active life. And what is active life, HOD sir? HOD life, active life normally between 25 years to 60 years. When we normally start earning and when we get retired. Normally, sir, it will happen, HOD sir. Normally it happens that a person started earning about 25 years and then he gets retired after 60. So the period between 25 to 60, Santosh sir, it is called active life, Bhavgoda sir. This is called active life. And I am dividing this active life into 3 phases, Santosh sir. First phase is between 25 to 40. And luckily you are in the first phase, Santosh sir. Second phase is between 40 to 55, which HOD sir might be. And the third phase is beyond 55. And those participants who are in the first phase, Santosh sir, like you, and even a student, they should understand they are going to enter into the first phase very soon. HOD sir, I keep telling those investors who are in the first phase between 25 to 40, this is your golden period. This is your golden period, my dear Santosh sir. Kindly make best use of it. Because you have started earning, but your family liabilities are relatively lesser. So you can save as much as you wish. So kindly try to save as much as you can. Firstly. And secondly, invest this amount with a sole focus on getting maximum real return on your investment. And even by taking some risk, Santosh sir, because you have got a longer period. The period is a plus point with you, HOD sir, which we don't have. He has, because he has still to go 30-40 years in his life. So if something goes wrong in investment, he can make it mistake good. So period is plus point with him. So in the first phase of life, my dear Santosh sir or Bhavgoda sir, your sole focus should be on getting maximum real return on your investment, even by taking some risk, but risk has to be calculated, HOD sir. It should not be a blind risk. You ought to take some risk, but your focus should be absolutely on getting maximum real return on your investment. Now come the second stage, HOD sir. In the second stage, what happened normally, sir? Of course, our income increases, but so is the liabilities. Children are grown up. Lot of things are happening in our life in that phase of life. So in the second phase of life, we should continue to focus on getting real return in our life. But at the same time, we should see to it that there is liquidity also. There is liquidity also in our hand, because in that phase of life, HOD sir, between 40 to 55, we will need money at many times, rather huge money. So liquidity aspect also has to be kept in mind along with getting real return. Then come third phase, Dr. Uma. And in the third phase, our mind automatically changes, our thinking automatically changes, HOD sir. When we enter in the third phase, thinking will be, what will be your thinking, HOD sir? Arey Baba, now I am not interested in maximum return. I am more interested into safety of my money, which I have accumulated from 25 to 55 years. So safety becomes paramount, Santosh sir. Am I right, sir? Safety of the money becomes paramount. My only interest is to make my money safer. I can compromise on the aspect of return, Santosh sir, but I can't compromise on the safety aspect of the money. So in different phases of life, you should take your investment decision according to your age, because your risk appetite keeps changing. This is the first thing I want to tell all of you about your investment decision. And second thing, Santosh sir, we have to think about is our time horizon of investment. And Santosh sir, that is also very, very important, but we normally don't give credence to such thing. Time horizon of investment, Santosh sir, is very important. And for that, I will request Santosh sir, one small request to you I want to make. Can you unmute yourself, Santosh sir? I want to make a small request to you.
Okay, sir.
I want 1 hour of yours next Sunday. Would you give me, sir?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Next Sunday, 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, I am not coming to you, sir. But I want 1 hour of yours.
Definitely, sir.
Next Sunday, kindly request all your family members to sit with you. Request them to assemble with you.
Yes, sir.
Have a pen and paper. On paper, kindly make 3 columns. First column, second column, and 3 column. In the first column, Santosh sir, and not you, but like you, all young participants like Bhava, Goda sir, and all other participants. In the first column, sir, you kindly note it down. What are the milestones in your life? What is going to happen in your life? And normally, Santosh sir, what are the milestones in our life? Common milestone in our life. The first milestone is marriage. Marriage is the first milestone in our life. Then HOD sir, what is next? Birth of the children. The celebration. That is second milestone. Third milestone might be admission of the children in a good public school. That milestone. Then fourth might be purchase or construction of the house for the family. Every family wants a house if you don't have. Then fifth milestone might be purchase of the 4-wheeler if you don't have. That might be. Then after, nowadays, one more milestone is there, Santosh sir, which was not at least in my times, in HOD sir time, but it has become a milestone. What is that, sir? Vacation. Now every family wants to go on vacation. Your family will force you to go on vacation. Come out of Karnataka, sir, visit Kerala, visit Tamil Nadu, go Rajasthan, go Gujarat. And why limit to India only? Go beyond India also. Yes. Switzerland, America, Canada. Naturally, it is very natural. Every family wants to. Am I right, sir? Yes. Every family will force you to go. So vacation is also become a very important milestone. Then after some years, very important milestone come in our life, Santosh sir. That is higher education and professional education of children. Am I right, sir? Very important thing. Every parents want that his kids must get the best education in the world. So higher education and professional education, next milestone. Then once education is over, what could be the next milestone? Basava Goda sir, marriage of the children. Again, this is very natural that once education is over, you will go for their marriage. And last milestone, sir, retirement life. That is most important one. HOD sir is very lucky. If he's in government college, he would be getting pension. But I think, Santosh sir, you might not be so lucky. If the person who has joined after 2004, there is no pension. So those who don't have pension, how they will survive? Normally what they will do, they will accumulate huge amount for the retirement life, put that money into some investment mode, get some regular income for their monthly expense, and they will survive. It is normal, sir. Am I right, Santosh sir? Yes, normally it will happen that you will accumulate huge amount for your retirement life, put that in some investment, get some regular income, and you will survive. So retirement life is also an important milestone in our life. So in the first column, Santosh sir, kindly jot down all milestones in your life, and I am giving you leverage, Santosh sir. If you want anything more, you can add on. No problem. In the second column against each milestone, kindly put the period when it is likely to happen in your life.
Great.
Suppose somebody said that I am not married, likely to be married after 2 years, put it 2 years against the marriage. Likewise, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20 year, 25 year, 30 year. Start putting the period against each milestone. Last milestone might be retirement. That will be after 25 or 30 years, sir. In the third column, which is very important, sir, kindly put the money against each milestone now. HOD, sir. Suppose somebody said that I will like to be married after 2 years. Then I will need minimum 5 lakhs for honeymoon package. All other expenses will be taken care of by my parents. So minimum 5 lakhs he will need. Put it 5 lakhs. But HOD, sir, you know it very well that today he is thinking of going for honeymoon package at 5 lakhs. But after 2 years, when the marriage actually happens, package might go up from 5 to 50 lakhs because of inflation. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
So kindly factoring in inflation also in each your milestones. Again, money you will need. Two very important milestone I want to discuss with you. The one is higher education and professional education of children, sir. It is very important one. And HOD, sir, you tell me one thing. What is the probable cost of having a good MBA degree from the good management institute today? Can you tell me, sir? It is around 20 lakhs. Am I right, sir? Around 20, around 2-year MBA degree, around 20 lakhs.
Around 20 lakhs.
Today it costs 20 lakhs, but a person whose kids will go for higher education after 25 years, like Mr. Santosh sir or Basanwada sir, can you imagine, sir, what you will require for higher education of one children? Have you ever imagined, sir? It will be not less than 2 crore rupees. Today it is 20 lakhs, sir, but after 25 years, it will be not less than 22 crore rupees per child. And even when Ramchandran sir, namaskar, even when you have 2 kids, sir, you will need not less than 4 crore rupees for the higher education only. Mind it, sir. These are very, very serious things we should ponder on every time. So the last milestone, Uma ma'am, is retirement plan. And HOD, sir, again, a person of the age of 30 years, and he sees that my monthly expenses are around 30,000 today. After 30 years, when he becomes 60, can you imagine, sir, what he will need every month for same level of living or same level of standard? 30,000 today, sir. After 30 years, it will be not less than 2 lakh rupees per month.
Yes, sir.
Because of inflation.
Yes, sir.
So how much you will need, Santosh sir? Not less than 25 lakhs per year at the time of retirement at the age of 60 itself. Luckily, you live up to 70, sir. Then 2 lakh become 3 lakhs per month. And when you cross 80, Santosh sir, you might even need 4 lakh rupees per month. Because of inflation, prices will keep going. So today, we can even talk at the age of 60, Santosh sir. So you will need around 25 lakhs per year. So how much corpus you should have? HOD sir, the thumb rule is there that you should have a retirement corpus of minimum 20 times of your yearly expenses. So yearly expenses, Santosh sir, is 25 lakhs multiplied by 20. What it becomes? 5 crores. So you will need 5 crores only for the retirement corpus, Santosh sir. Because 5 crore will generate a return of around 5%. That will be 25 lakhs. Am I right, HOD sir?
Yes, sir.
So 5 crore for the retirement corpus. Now I am making you scary, Santosh sir. Kindly make the total of last column. And you might get scary. A normal middle class person who is 30 today, Santosh sir, will need around 10 to 12 crore of rupees for his milestones only. And HOD sir, I am not included the regular expenses from 30 years to 60 years. That will be extra.
Excluding.
So 10 to 12 crore rupees normal middle class, salary class person will need in his life for milestones only. From where that money will come, sir? Santosh sir, from where that money will come? Santosh sir might be very lucky going to some Amitabh Bachchan KBC show, winning 7 crore rupees. But how many of us? How many of us? 1 out of 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs. All other what we'll do, Ramchandran sir knows it very well. We have to work very hard with regard to our savings and investments. We have to be very sincere, Santosh sir, right from the day we start earning. We should not save as much as we can. We should also invest that savings into best investment mode, earning maximum real return and then multiplying it. And the chart which we have made, Santosh sir, are you aware what is called, sir, this chart? HOD sir, what this chart is called about? It is called financial plan. Santosh sir, it is called financial plan. And I am of the firm opinion, every family must have financial plan, HOD sir. And financial plan is not a rocket science, my dear participants. Any person of the common knowledge can sit with his family, discuss all the milestones and make a financial plan. Because HOD sir, financial plan will give us a broader idea about the requirement of money in our life at different intervals. And once this idea is clear, HOD sir, we will sincerely try to have that money when we need it. So financial plan is a very important process. And I personally request all the participants, those who are young, like Mr. Santosh sir and Bhavan Goda sir, kindly have your financial plan. It is a must for your process investment decisions. One more thing now I want to tell about that, and the second word was understand. First word was think, HOD sir. Second word was what we have to understand. Ramchandran sir knows very well now. He has been my friend now he has attended 4 or 5 of my session. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. HOD sir, we have to understand the product where we are investing. Santosh sir, every product has got pros and cons. Some products have high risk, but if you don't want to take high risk, HOD sir, that product might be very good, but it is not suitable for me. Or some product have very minimum risk, but I want to take high risk because I am young. I want to, my focus is on real return. Then that product again is not suitable for me. Likewise, some product will give you return in a very short period of 1 month, 3 months, 1 year. But other products might give you return, Santosh sir, after 5 years, after 10 years. So you have to evaluate the product according to your risk appetite and time horizon of investment. And after understanding the product, you should invest, not before that. So kindly understand, think, understand, and invest. This is a very important tool for our investment success. Now, one more thing I want to share here with Santosh sir, with all the participants. That is, HOD sir, rule of compounding. It is a magic. Rule of compounding, Santosh sir, is the 8th wonder of the world. You might not have understood the importance of rule of compounding, but it is very, very, very important in our investments, sir. And rule of compounding, simply speaking, HOD sir, what it is? Simply speaking, it is nothing but a commitment to myself, a promise to myself, Santosh sir, that I will never use the return or income which I will get on my investment for my personal use or for my celebration or for anything else. What I will do alternatively, sir, really? I will club my return with the regular investment and reinvest it. That promise has to be there, Mr. Santosh sir. Again, it is not a small, it is not a easy promise. Tough. It is very tough, I know. But Ramchandran sir knows it very well that it has to be there in place. If you want to be prosperous, you have to multiply your money. Because HOD sir, unless your money earn money for you, you will not be prosper. So your money should earn money, not only earn, continuously earn. And how continuity will be done, Ramchandran sir knows it very well, that you have a promise with yourself that I will never touch my return or invest or income on my investment. What I will do, I will simply club those return and income, may it be 10,000, may it be 10 lakhs. I will club those with the regular investment and reinvest. And Santosh sir, if you do this practice for 10, 15 years, you will be happily surprised that after 15, 20 years, your return or income portion on investment has become much bigger and greater than your original investment. But Santosh sir, it will not happen today. It will not happen tomorrow. It will happen after 15, 20 years. So kindly understand that rule of compounding is the 8th wonder of the world, and we have to practice this in our investment decision. So just to recapitulate, HOD sir, what we have discussed so far. First, we discussed about the security, sir.
Yes, sir.
3 things: life insurance cover, health insurance cover, and emergency fund. Then we discuss about the identifying of savings. Then we discuss about the increase in those savings every year. Then we discuss about putting our savings into investment. Then we discuss about the real return. Then we discuss about the risk management. Then we discuss about the financial plan. And lastly, we discuss about the rule of compounding. HOD sir is not happy with me. He says that you have taken so much of our time, sir, for these very normal things.
No.
But sir, I personally feel that these are very, very important things. Before we go on the investment journey, Umadevi ma'am, we have to understand all these investment metrics very, very carefully and seriously practice all these things which we have discussed in our investment decision. Now, the second segment will be very small. Sir, don't worry. I will try to finish it as early as I can. HOD, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second segment, Santosh sir, is very important for you. That is where to invest. What are the investment options available for the middle class, salary class person?
Yes, sir.
And Santosh sir, kindly note it down. These are very important things now. What are the options available for middle class, salary class person? Setu sir, the most important and first option available for the middle class, salary class person is the governmental saving scheme. Governmental saving schemes. And Santosh sir, government has got a lot of saving scheme for the middle class, salary class person. Small, which is technically called small saving schemes. And one of the foremost saving scheme, which I feel personally, Santosh sir, every middle class, salary class person must have, Santosh sir, is Public Provident Fund Account, PPF.
Yes, sir.
And Santosh sir, if you have not opened the account PPF so far, you have missed something.
So you have not opened, sir.
It is a blunder you have done. Very honestly speaking, I should not say so, but it is a blunder you have done, sir. We all must have a Public Provident Fund account, Dr. Uma ma'am. Must have. Early you have it, better it would be. So Santosh sir, if you have not opened a PPF account, kindly open it in the February month itself. Public Provident Fund account is a very good account, sir, of the Government of India. It is for 15 years, but it can be extended for another term of 5 years, and then 5 years. Minimum amount you can deposit, Santosh sir, is 500 rupees in a year to make it operational. And maximum amount you can deposit in this scheme is, sir, 1.50 lakh. And Government of India, Santosh sir, is today giving 7.10% interest, which is compounding every year. And income tax deduction under Section 80C is also allowed for this deposit. I will request all young participants like Santosh sir and Bhavan Gowda sir If you have not opened the account, open this account immediately. And try to deposit maximum limit, that is 1.50 lakhs in this account every year. And if possible, kindly deposit this 1.50 lakhs, Santosh sir, at the beginning of the financial year itself. That is in the month of April itself. Because that will give you interest for the whole year. But because of any reason you are not able to deposit in the April, then kindly deposit it. Whenever you deposit, kindly deposit the amount before 5th of every month, HOD sir. Because if you deposit after 5th, interest will not be given to you for that month. These are very small things, but very important things. So suppose you are depositing 1,000 rupees in PPF account, try to deposit in the before 5th of every month. So PPF account is a very good account. And I personally feel, I don't know whether Dr. Uma, I am right or not, but every middle class, salary class person must have PPF account, or rather you should have account for not only for you, but also for your spouse. Even for your kids, you can open it. Because it is a very good account. Under your guardianship, you can open it. So open the PPF account, HOD sir, as early as you can and continue it. Keep extending this for 5 years. Don't withdraw from it unless and until you need money, because money will keep multiplying in it. So PPF account is the first and foremost good government in India saving scheme. Kindly open an account, Santosh sir, if you have not opened so far. Second one is National Saving Certificate, NSC. I don't have time, so I will not give details of all these things, but you can get the details on websites and Google on post office and bank details. Second one is National Saving Certificate. And third one, Santosh sir, is Kisan Vikas Patra. And fourth one is related to girl child only, Dr. Uma ma'am. That is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Very good scheme for the girl child. And Santosh sir, if you have girl child in your home, kindly open an account in the name of girl. Because this account basically for her education and marriage. And you can open a 2 account in a family of the girls, but age of the girl should be less than 10 years. So Santosh sir, if you have a girl child, or if you don't have, if you have in future, that the day you have a girl child in your family, you should open in the same month, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Very good scheme of the Government of India. And Santosh sir, Government of India has promised that they will give highest return in this scheme. And even today, Basavan Gowda sir, government is giving 7.60% return, which is the highest Duma ma'am. No other Government of India scheme is giving this much of return. So kindly open a Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana for your girl child if you have. Then you can also invest in government securities. Santosh sir, you can also invest in government securities. Earlier it was difficult, but now in December, RBI, Santosh sir, has started a new portal that is called RBI Retail Central. RBI Retail Central. Kindly note it down, RBI Retail Central. Visit the website of RBI Retail Central, register yourself, and then you can regularly invest in government securities. Then after that, bank and post offices have also got a lot of savings scheme, Uma ma'am, where you can explore and open that account. And after that, RBI also keep issuing bonds, sir. RBI also keep issuing bonds, tax-free bonds and taxable bonds. Tax-free bond and taxable bonds. Then one more scheme is there that is called Bharat Bond 1 and Bharat Bond 2. It is basically a loan being raised by the government undertakings. So you can also invest in Bharat Bond 1 and Bharat Bond 2. And Santosh sir, all these schemes are under the umbrella of governmental saving scheme. And the beauty of all this scheme is, Santosh sir, there is no risk. Uma ma'am, return might be reasonable. There might not be extraordinary return, but without any risk. So we can, I personally feel, Santosh sir, that we should invest around 15 to 20% of our total investment into governmental schemes. And now risk-free chapter is over. All other options have got risk, Santosh sir, now. But before that, one thing I want to tell you, sir. Santosh sir, you tell me one thing. Have you ever seen on TV the horses race? Have you ever seen, sir? On the TV, one game is there, horses race. Have you seen, sir?
No, sir. No, sir.
One game is there where there are horses go on races and one horse wins. And
I did not see, sir.
okay, sir. The one golden rule of that game is there, sir, that never put all your money on the one horse, because if one horse doesn't mean Uma ma'am, then you will lose all your money. So you should spread your bets on the different horses. Likewise, in investment, Santosh sir, you should spread your investment in different products. You should not put all your money in one investment product only. The second option available for you, Santosh sir, is real estate and property. I am not an expert. HOD sir might be an expert on real estate and property, or Ramchandran sir might be an expert on real estate and property. At least I am not. So I am not in a position to give you any advice on this. So, but one thing I want to tell you, real estate and property, Santosh sir, has got risk. How much return you will got? Basava sir, not certain. Would you be able to sell the property when you want it? Not certain. And property investment, Uma ma'am, generally it is called illiquid asset because it takes time to dispose of. Moreover, the maintenance of the real estate is also become very costly nowadays. So, but that option is there. Whatever you want to invest, you can invest. The third one is gold. Where you can invest. And I don't want to say anything about gold, at least to Uma Devi ma'am, because lesser the told, better it would be, because she knows everything about the gold investment. Not she, all female participants are passionate about gold. This is in our middle class, salary class. No, at least, ma'am, in your generation. But the next generation, girls are not interested in gold. We know it very well now. But at least till your generation, our female members of our families were passionate about gold. And Ramchandran sir, we knows it very well, that we have treated gold as a safety valve in our families. It is a safety valve that in case some emergency comes in, some emergent need comes in, we can mortgage our gold or we can sell our gold and come out of it. So gold has, for centuries together, Uma ma'am, has been a safety valve for the middle class, salary class person. But we have been investing in physical gold only. But nowadays, my dear Santosh sir and Basava sir, things are changing. Now we can invest in gold in digital form as well, Santosh sir. And for that, a very good Government of India scheme is on. Kindly note it down, Santosh sir. Very, very good scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the Government of India, where government is giving you a promise of giving you 2.5% guaranteed return plus appreciation in the gold price. The scheme is for 8 years. And if you keep it for 8 years, there will also be a substantial capital gain and tax liability will be much less. Minimum you can invest it is 1 gram gold and maximum you can invest it 4 kg gold in this scheme. This scheme is being operated by banks and RBI both. And your bank would also be operating it. And this scheme is available, Ramchandran sir, you know it very well. online and offline both. And Uma ma'am, if you invest on online, then government is also giving you some discount of 50 rupees, because government want to increase online investment. So you can invest in a sovereign gold bond scheme. Scheme is for 8 years. And here, no physical gold will be given to you, sir. Only a digital certificate from the government of India or RBI or for the bank, that matter, will be given, that this much of gold is they are keeping with you, keeping with them for you. So it is your gold they are keeping, but guarantee is there. Government is giving you guarantee that they are keeping your gold. After 3 years, at any time you can sell this bond, this digital gold, and get the money from the market, because it will be listed on the stock exchange. But if you don't want to sell it, keep it for 8 years. After 8 years, this money will be given back to you. And I personally feel, Uma ma'am, I don't know whether you will agree with me or not, a normal middle class, salary class person should invest around 5 to 7% of their total investment into gold. Now the last one is security market. And Santosh sir, now please keep your video on now. Now I'm talking about the security market. But there is a problem with security market, Ramchandran sir, because normally people do invest without having knowledge of the market. They do invest, and people might have lost money in that. That is why a good number of middle class, salary class person don't want to invest in security market. When I talk about security market, people will say, no, sir, we will not invest because I don't know how market goes up and down. And people might have lost some money when they have invested without knowledge. So my request to all of them is, kindly don't invest into security market, Santosh sir, unless and until you have knowledge of the market. That is very clear. If you don't have knowledge of the market, please don't invest directly at least. But one thing I want to tell you, my dear friends, security market has given maximum return as compared to other investment products. Santosh sir, I don't know whether you are aware of not, security market has given 15% average annual return during last 35 years, Ramchandran sir, which no other product has given. Governmental saving scheme, Uma ma'am, has given around 7.5% to 8.5%. Property has given 8% to 9% return. Gold has given 6.5% to 7% return during last 35 years. But security market has given, my dear Santosh sir, 15% average annual return. And one more example I want to give you. Of course, Ramchandra sir knows it very well. Have you heard the name about the Infosys, Santosh sir? Infosys is a big name from Karnataka only. It is a big name now. Have you heard about it, sir? Big name. Everybody knows now. But in 1995, when Infosys share was issued, Santosh sir, for the first time, and there were no takers. People had not taken those shares because they were a new company only. But a small investor like Ramchandran sir, who had invested 10,000 rupees at that time and got 1,000 shares of that company at that time. Santosh sir, can you imagine how much 10,000 has become today? Of course, when Ramchandran sir has not sold that share, that is a precondition. 10,000 has become, sir, 65 lakhs. This is the potentiality of security market return. But again, I am not encouraging anybody. I will not get any commission if you invest in security market, rest assured. But what I want to tell you is that potentiality of high return is there. There are three segments in security market: primary market, secondary market, and mutual fund. Mutual fund is the indirect way of investing. Santosh sir, primary market and secondary market is the direct way of investing into security market. Next time, some other day, we will discuss in detail about the primary market and secondary market. Today, I will be very brief on mutual fund only. Mutual fund is a way, Santosh sir, where we give our money to the experts for investing into the security market. Why we give, Vasant Goda sir? Because we don't have knowledge of the market. That is why what we are giving Instead of putting directly our money into security market, we are giving our money to the experts of the security market. Why we are giving? Because they are experts. They have got experience of the market. They live in the market 24 hours. They have, they know about the sector. They know about the corporates. They know about the economy. They know about the international economy. That is why, Ramchandran sir, they are better equipped to take a decision as compared to us, as compared to laymen. That is why we are giving our money to them. But one thing we should understand, my dear friends, mutual funds are not limited to security market. Most of the people have got a wrong notion in their mind that mutual fund are security market only. Yes, majority of the security market schemes or mutual fund schemes are related to security market. But at the same time, my dear friends, there are schemes in the mutual fund where your money will be invested into the governmental securities. There are schemes in the mutual fund where your money will be invested into gold. There are schemes in the mutual fund where your money will be invested into property and real estate. And Ramchandran sir, there are schemes in the mutual fund which will invest your money into international corporates, international market like Google, Facebook, Amazon. There are big names, Apple, where you can invest sitting at your place. So this facility mutual fund also gives you. But of course, a majority of our schemes are related to security market only. There are two categories of major mutual fund schemes for security market. One is equity fund, Santosh sir, and other is debt fund. In equity fund, your money is invested into the equity share of the corporates. And we all know share price always keep going up and down. So there is a greater risk in equity fund. But potentiality of getting higher return is also there. So those who are young like Basagoda sir and Santosh sir, those who can take risk, those who want to invest for longer period, equity fund happens to be the best bet. But people like Ramchandran sir, like Uma ma'am, I couldn't make out her actual age. But if she's a very senior one, then equity fund might not be suitable for us, ma'am. Then the other debt category, other category mutual fund is debt fund, DEBT debt fund. In debt fund, your money will be given as a loan to the corporate. Kindly understand the difference. In equity fund, your money will be invested into the equity shares. In debt fund, your money will be invested into the money will be given as a loan to the corporate. And when your money is given to the corporate, the risk is lesser, but return is also reasonable. So those who don't want to take high risk, those who are satisfied with the reasonable return, those who want to invest for shorter period, debt fund is the bet available for them. There is also third category that is called hybrid funds. In hybrid fund, my dear friends, some of your money will go to the equity fund, some of your money will go to the debt fund. So in one scheme itself, you are managing your risk and balancing your risk. You are aspiring for high return, putting some money there, but at the same time, you are managing your risk by putting some of your money to debt fund. So hybrid fund is a mix of equity fund and debt fund. And it is suitable for the new entrants. Those who are first timers should first try through hybrid fund only. And even those who are students who are not earning today, I will request them kindly start investing 500 rupees through SIP in some large cap or in some index fund out of your pocket money. In mutual fund, there are two plans in which you can invest. One is direct plan and other is regular plan. In direct plan, you can visit the website of the company, select the scheme and give the information. You are invested online. But if you are not able to do it, then take the help of the mutual fund distributor of your local mutual fund distributor duly registered with AMF. Call him. He will come to you, bring the form of the scheme, but kindly don't give him any leverage of selection of a scheme. Selection of a scheme should be your domain, which you can do. So he will bring the form, get your application, get documents from you, and then put everything to you, and then you are selected. then you are invested. In direct plan, return will always be greater, my dear friends, as compared to regular plan, because in regular plan, some fee or commission will go to the agent or distributor for his or her services. So kindly try to go for the direct plan, but if not possible, then go through a regular plan. The best way of investment, my dear friends, Santosh sir, if you open your video now, I'm in the last phase of my session. The best way of investing in mutual fund for the middle class, salary class person, my dear friends, it is called through SIP, systematic investment plan. Kindly note, this is a very important thing I am sharing with you. Systematic investment plan. The minimum amount you can invest is 500 rupees regularly. Maximum, there is no limit. You can invest 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs a month even, no problem. So minimum amount you can invest it 500 rupees regularly. Regularly, it may be monthly, it may be fortnightly, it may be even weekly, or it may be even half yearly or yearly. So you have to decide as per your convenience how you want to invest. So SIP is just like a recurring account where we go for regular investment every month. Now, Santosh sir, if you can kindly open your video, I will be grateful. SIP is the best way available, sir, for the middle class, salary class person. It is a magic for us. I will give you a very simple example. I will not share the name of the mutual fund company. That will be unfair on my part, because that will be indirect marketing of that event. But facts are there. Kindly noting down these facts. Santosh sir, one equity fund was started by a mutual fund company in 1995. Kindly note down the dates what I am sharing now. One equity fund was started in 1995, and a smart investor like you started an SIP of 10,000 rupees per month. Means you are investing every month, you are investing 10,000 a month. From 1995 onwards, Santosh sir, every month you are investing 10,000 rupees. Can you imagine, sir, how much the amount has become today? Can you imagine, Santosh sir? Can you give me an answer? Regular investment of 10,000 per month through SIP every month from 1995 onwards. And you have not stopped your SIP. Every month you are investing. You might be surprised to know, my dear friends, that the 10,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees regular investment every month from 1995 onward till today has become 9.57 crores. Santosh sir, it might be a magic for all of us. 9.57 crore. But 2-3 things are very important here. You have not stopped your SIP throughout this period. Every month religiously you are investing. In this period, market might have gone up, market might have come down. Typically what happens when market goes up, people start investing in the security market. But when market goes down, people stop their investment, which we should never do. We middle class, salary class person, I again repeat, SIP is the best thing in our life for developing huge corpus for our target. So kindly start an SIP of 500 rupees or more if you wish, or if you are comfortable. One more thing nowadays happening with the normal middle class, salary class person. They have started more than one SIP, that is target oriented SIP. You are investing with a particular target. 500, one SIP for higher education of children, second SIP for retirement plan, third SIP for vacation, fourth SIP even for construction, whatever target you can set for yourself. So you can have more than one SIP. And now on websites, SIP calculators are available, my dear Santosh sir, where you can put your target. That is, suppose you want target of 4 crore rupees for higher education for your children after 25 years. So the target is 4 crore, period is 25 years. put the target, put the period. SIP calculator will give you a broad idea how much SIP you should start today. So through SIP, we can develop a huge corpus and meet our targets. We can have money when we need it. That's the beauty of SIP. So kindly think of starting SIP. Those who have not yet started, again, before starting SIP, kindly understand the concept of mutual fund and SIP very carefully. Take your time. Don't be in hurry. You can take 1 month. You can take 2 months. Don't be in hurry, because ultimately your money. So kindly understand the concept and nuances of mutual funds very clearly. And SIP, then start investing through SIP. The other facility in mutual fund is SWP, Santosh sir. SWP means systematic withdrawal plan. And it is opposite of SIP. In SIP, we are regularly investing, Bhavgoda sir. But in SWP, we are regularly withdrawing money. We are regularly withdrawing money when we will need it. Normally, when we get retired. If we have developed a huge corpus for retirement life, and now we are retiring, we wouldn't be having regular income after retirement. What we can do, we can simply write to the mutual fund company where we have corpus. Kindly keep transferring a particular amount from my corpus to my bank account every month on 1st. They will religiously do, Uma ma'am, because ultimately it is your money only. Suppose you want 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakh rupees or 3 lakh, whatever you want. You simply advise them, they will simply keep transferring that amount. So kindly keep, you can have SWP where through which you can have reasonable money every month in your account, particularly in your retirement life. You can enjoy your retirement life. The first benefit will be that you will have money every month in your bank account on 1st. And second benefit, Uma ma'am, will be that you will continue to earn return on your balance corpus. So that will be your second benefit. So I don't have time to go into the details. I would have continued for another 2 hours, but time constant is there. So I'm putting it and now. Last 2 things I want to tell, Santosh sir, if you kindly open your video. Last 2 things I want to tell, or HOD sir is also there. If he is there, or principal sir was also there in the beginning. If principal sir also keep his video on, if it is there, I will be grateful. There is a menace in our country, Santosh sir, which is called Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. Principal sir, there is a menace in our country which is called chit fund, committees and Ponzi scheme. And people are investing only on the promise of getting higher return. But my dear friends, you might be aware, we will never get high return from them. They will simply vanish one day. So principal sir, I will request you through your students and through your faculty members, kindly start a campaign in your area. Make people educate and aware them that they should never invest their hard-earned money in such bogus schemes. Because temptation will always be there, but it will never be fulfilled. They will simply win. So, and Santosh sir, normally who invests in those schemes? Not you. You are educated. Not your colleagues. Normally, people of the downtrodden segment of the society, your peon, your driver, your taxi vendor, your electrician, your plumber, normally they invest such as a scheme and they lose their money. It is hard. So kindly aware them, kindly educate them that they should never invest their hard-earned money in Ponzi scheme or chit fund. If they don't have any idea, they simply put their money into bank or post office. At least their money will be safe, Santosh sir. And last thing, Santosh sir, I want to tell through Ramchandran sir, he is a very senior person with me, and through him to all the participants. Santosh sir, but to particularly you and Basugoda sir, kindly listen it very carefully. Prosperity is my right. This you are saying, sir, not I am saying. Prosperity is your right. We might have born into a poor family, but we should not live as a poor and we must not die as poor. Birth of a poor in a poor family doesn't have anything. It is incidental only. But Santosh sir, we must not live as poor and we must not die as poor. And that is possible, principal sir, through the process of regular saving and investment and creating wealth. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Suryakant sir. Okay, they explained how the individual life is to be secured by taking the life insurance, medical insurance, emergency education fund, and also suggested how to save our money means by taking by earning our income, and also they have explained how to make the investment in a different category. Okay, actually they have proved. Actually, they have explained how to lead our individual life with secured life. Okay, the secured life is very important in terms of money. Okay, if the money is there, okay, can survive for a long period of time. And there is no hurdle in daily life. Okay, they explained wonderful. Okay, on behalf of our organizing committee, I am very thankful, sir. Okay, I am very, very thankful to you, sir. Okay, now I would like to.
Santosh sir, if possible, honorable principal can open his video and just give his observation for 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
If possible for him.
Yes, sir.
Honorable principal sir, can you unmute yourself, Mr. Sabjar? Mr. Sabjar.
Yes, sir.
Can you unmute him?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Principal sir, please unmute your ID option, sir. Please, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. I would like our principal to remark or presidential remark of this webinar. Okay, I welcome our principal to deliver the presidential remark of this webinar. I welcome principal, sir. Government First Grade College, Vijayapur.
Kindly unmute, sir. Kindly unmute yourself.
Sir, please unmute your ID option, sir. Please, sir.
Can I say the note?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone, sir. Kabada sir, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Sir, good evening, everyone. The resource person of this webinar, Sri Suryakant Sharma sir, and our organizing team, our organizing secretary MS Kodnapur sir, Dr. I.S. Shivsharana, V. Ogade, Dr. S.B. Kabade sir, and Amit Mirji, and Basavangada Shardali sir, and all our teaching staff and all participants, sir. Today our college organizes a webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creation. The resource person of this webinar, Suryakant sir, discussed about importance of financial security of individual and explained a topic very well. I hope this webinar was great use to the participants, sir. And I express my sincere thanks to our organizing secretary, Professor MS Kodnapur, HOD of Department of Commerce, who have taken initiation to conduct this webinar and which is most relevant one. I thank all the organizing committee members who have made this webinar a grand success. Finally, I thank all the students of our college who learned more information about financial empowerment and investment decisions, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you one and all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Now, any question from any participant, they can just directly raise their hand. I will try to answer their questions.
Okay, I request all participants to raise our hand in the message box. Okay, whoever want to ask the question, please message our any query or any question. I request all participants to ask any questions regarding what the sir delivered the wonderful speech on wealth creation in terms of finance.
Any question from any participant? They
Dear
just-
participants, if any question, please raise your hand, please.
Yes,
And,
yes, Mohammed Saiful Bari, sir, kindly unmute him.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, my dear friend.
Muhammad Saifullah Bari, please, sir, unmute your audio and video options, sir. Please, sir.
Okay. Hello, sir. I'm Mohammed Saiful Bari from
Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Yes, my
I
dear.
was listening. Your presentation is really wonderful. So
Thank
my
you, my
question
dear.
is that, sir, is the maturity fund or stock market is really difficult for any person who are not involving in financial qualification? So maturity fund is a safe way to invest for personal finance, any amount or small amount?
My dear, as far as safety is concerned, I have told you very clearly, Santosh sir, you will agree with me.
Yes,
I have told in my session that risk is there. There is no safety valve in the in investment option. But Mr. Mohammed, mutual fund has over the period has given very good return. So if you are young, and I can make out from your photo that you are quite young, then I feel that you should go for mutual fund investment through SIP in your country for long period, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 15 years. And rest assured, historically, mutual fund has given better return than as compared to other governmental schemes.
Okay, thank you, sir. Other participant will ask any clear their doubts.
And Mr. Mohammed, thank you for joining from Bangladesh. My best wishes to you.
It is our pleasure, happy thing to having the
Sultan, yes.
participants. Sir.
Sultan, Joe, please unmute your audio option, sir. Please.
So good morning, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my dear.
Sir, I'm from Malkajgiri, Hyderabad, sir.
Okay.
So I'm a student. I don't know about regarding the investment seriously, but I have in the morning I was interested and I was thinking to join the meeting at the 4 o'clock because of some. I was having some work. I have entered into at 5:45. I have entered it, but I
Okay.
don't know what section you have given. Sorry for that, sir. Sir, as I'm a student of just now, I'm completing my degree. Finally,
Okay.
so I want to invest. Sir. I'm not from a rich family, to be frank. So I want to learn these skills, and even I want to go in this financial field. As I've taken a BBA from degree.
My dear,
so I want the advice from your side.
My dear Sultan, first forget that you are not from a rich family. You are rich and you are going to be rich 100% because you are very serious about the investment. That is the only plus point you have. Kindly mind it. So I am giving you my best wishes to you. Kindly keep your interest on.
Yes, sir.
Your desire to be rich has to be there. Forget about that you are not from rich family. You will be rich.
Yes,
You are not from rich family, but you will be your children will be very rich, rest assured.
Yes,
But for that, you start investing in mutual fund. Even of course, you might not be earning today, but even if you can invest 500 rupees out of your pocket money in some mutual fund,
yes, sir.
through SIP, systematic investment plan,
Yes, sir.
that will be a better way of starting your investment journey. So you kindly first read as much as you can read. And I just shared 2-3 good websites for you. Kindly note it down. And for all participants also, Santosh sir, you also kindly note down. Very good websites are there. One is Value Research.
Sir, very research.
Value, VALUE, Value Research.
Okay.
Second is Money Control.
Money control.
Third is ET Money, Economic Times Money, ET Money.
So third one?
E for English, T for Tata, ET Money.
ET money.
ET Money. And the fourth one is AMF website, AMFI, AMF website is also. All these websites have got a lot of material to read.
Okay.
So Mr. Sultan, and to all young participants who have got interest in investment, kindly first go through these websites, read as much as you can read, see their videos for next 1 month. Then you will have better clarity about the investments. Then you think of investing.
So can I know the process of how can I create an account and so I can go with the
That is why I am telling you, my dear, visit the website, everything is available there.
Okay. So thank you for your
Okay.
good advice, sir.
God
Have a
bless
good
you.
day, sir.
God,
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Okay.
Any question from any participants, or Santosh sir, we can wind it up?
Please, any participant want to clear their doubts and questions? Please raise your hand in the chat box.
No problem, Santosh sir, then we can go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay, our resource persons delivered the wonderful speech on wealth creation and also given the clarity for the participant doubts. Okay, thank you, sir. I welcome Professor S.N. Shadadali to give the vote of thanks.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, sir.
It gives me an immense pleasure to say the vote of thanks on today's webinar conducted by our Government First Aid College, Vijayapur. First of all, I thank today's resource person, sir, Shri Suryakant Sharma, sir, who has given a very valuable suggestions for investors and given a maximum amount of financial risk, how many are there, and so many things he has discussed. On behalf of Government First Aid College and the Department of Commerce, I thank heartily Suryakant, sir. Secondly, I thank today's president of the webinar, Professor S.S. Rajamanya, Principal of Government First Aid College, and I also thank coordinator of this webinar, MS Kodnapur, sir, and all the colleagues of our college, and also thank all the participants, not only from India and abroad also. I also thank all the students from our college. I thank one and all for this webinar who have attended and who has helped directly or indirectly. Thank you one and all.
My dear, on my behalf and on behalf of AMFI, I am thankful to all of you for giving me opportunity to be with you. I am especially thankful to Honorable Principal of your college and Professor MS Khondapur, HOD of your department, who has taken a lot of pain and for mobilizing a lot of a good number of registration for this program. I am very happy that more than 300 or 350 participants really attended this program. That is a good sign that people are now interested about their investment, about their money. So I am thankful to all of you for giving me opportunity. I would like to be with you in your college physically also when this pandemic recedes. So I will be very happy to be with you as well. So thanks, Honorable Principal. Thank you, Professor MS Khondapur. Thank you, Mr. Santosh. Thank you, Mr. all ordering team members. Last question, I think Mr. G. Prasannath Rao has raised hand.
Yes. Please,
Sir,
please, yes.
So very good evening, sir. It was a really very informative, actually. In fact, very descriptive, and it's a ocean of subject and never ending. And thanks a lot for putting across actually in a very diplomatic and very beautiful way in layman terms. Sir, can you just repeat those websites once again? If
Okay. You note it down. Yes. First is AMFI, AMFI websites. AMFI website. Actually, yes. AMFI has created a separate website, Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Then Value Research, VALUE, Value Research. Yes, then ET Money, Economic Times is a newspaper, ET Money. Then Money Control. Just 4. Lot of other websites are. I am not saying that only 4 are there. There are hundreds of other websites. I just out of the context, I just mentioned these things. So there are other. Kindly read as much as you can. Uma ma'am, I will request all young investors particularly. First, kindly read as much as you can. Kindly see the videos. Lot of very useful material is available on these websites and other websites. First, equip yourself and first you understand what the mutual fund is, what the investment is, what the security market is. And once you feel okay, only then you think of investing.
Thank you, sir.
And,
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Sabjar sir, can you unmute Dr. Uma ma'am? I would be very happy if also she gives her observation. Mr. Sabjar.
Okay. Dr. Uma Devi ma'am, please ma'am.
Okay. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Very nice and informative session. I was there from the beginning. I could attend earlier also. Some of your
I know.
you observed me then also.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
we will be in touch, sir. In our college also, we are going to
Definitely,
conduct
ma'am.
one on March 3rd, sir. So,
Oh, great.
we will be meeting
Yeah.
again and again.
Okay.
I'm very happy, and the college is really doing wonderful. And AMFI, sir, it's no words, sir. It's marvelous. You're doing a very good job, and my students also get acquainted with all your assets, sir. Your asset for AMFI.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I'm just serving my passion. It is my passion now to reach as much people as I can.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Okay,
Ramchandran sir. Thank you, Ramchandran sir. Thank you all the. Namaskar. Thank you, Keshav Mani Sharma sir. Thank you. Mr. Sabjar.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Can you kindly unmute Dr. Keshav Mani Sharma?
Yes.
Last.
Yes, sir. Please, Dr. Keshav Mani Sharma sir, please, sir.
आदरणीय उज्जैन की नगरी महाकाल से आपको सादर नमन है। आदरणीय सूर्यकांत जी, कई लेक्चर और कई वेबिनार में अटेंड कर रहा हूं। बहुत ही बेहतरीन तरीके से आप अपनी प्रस्तुति देते हैं और कहीं कोई संकोच या किसी तरह की हिचक नहीं रहती जब भी बोलते हैं आप। बहुत सारे लोग जो अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम अटेंड करते हैं वो आपका ये जो SIP और म्यूचुअल फंड्स के प्रति जो प्लानिंग है उसको एडॉप्ट करना शुरू कर दिए हैं। तो इसके लिए हम आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देते हैं और आपका आभार प्रकट करते हैं। जय श्री महाकाल।
जय श्री महाकाल। धन्यवाद सर। मेरा सौभाग्य होगा महाकाल में आऊंगा तो आपसे जरूर संपर्क करूंगा। अपने कॉन्टेक्ट नंबर आप जरा चैट बॉक्स में डाल दीजिए। मेरे कोऑर्डिनेटर आपसे हम संपर्क में रहेंगे आपके।
सर आदरणीय, जब भी आप पधारे महाकाल का आशीर्वाद बिल्कुल तैयार है यहाँ पर।
बिल्कुल। धन्यवाद आपका, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी का। थैंक यू सर। थैंक यू टू ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट। गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सर। थैंक यू।
सर चैट डिसेबल्ड है।
Okay. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. Please, sir. आप अपना नंबर शेयर कर।
Okay.
सर। And sir, प्रोफेसर MS खोदनापुर सर जो है सर उनका इंटरनेट इश्यू है वहाँ, तो सर वो ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं सर। तो स्पेशल थैंक्स टू HOD सर।
Yes sir, definitely. Mr.
Professor MS खोदनापुर सर, HOD Department of Commerce from same college. Sir, because his effort, more than 1100 registrations for this webinar, sir. And many times, sir, he joined the webinar, but sir, there is some technical issues.
No issue. Kindly get his details. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.